You want to stand out. You want to be great. You are significant. Welcome back to Candid Conversations with Charisa. I know it's been a minute, but we are back, and this season 6 is about to be lit. It's about to be hot, and it's about to be all about you. Why? I'm interested in watching the legacy that you want to build and that you want to leave, because you want to be transformed and you want to transform lives. So this season is going to be all about you, your self-development, your self-growth, and your self-leadership. Why? Because you get to change the world. You get to fulfill a purpose. And guess what? Here at Candid Conversations, I get to help you leave a mark in this world. So you've been dreaming, huh? Dreams are beautiful. Every time you listen, we hear that people are fulfilling their dreams, they're chasing their dream, they want to run after their dream. And the question here is, how do I fulfill my dream? And I want to focus on, before we get to the how, I want to kind of get to the why. And I want to make sure that the what of your dream you're answering. So I'm going to put on a coaching hat for this episode, because I want to do what coaching or coaches should be doing. Instead of providing you with quick solution, quick answers, I want you to recognize that a lot of your answers to your questions, to your problems, to your challenges are already on the inside of you. So allow me to be the coach for the next 20 minutes or so to kind of pull that out of you already. One thing I've learned from my coach is the best thing you can do for anyone is to have them answer their own question or have them solve their own problem from their own internal being or their internal understanding or their internal knowledge. Sometimes people just don't know that they have that there. So I want to kind of stretch you a little bit. So instead of me answering the question, how do I fulfill my dream? Let me ask you some questions to make sure that even your dream is the dream that, number one, you should be running after, and number two, it's going to give you the results that you want. So my coach has been asking me questions. Every time I say I want to do this, then they ask me 5 questions. I want to do that, they ask me 3 questions. Can I please do this? They're like, yes, but let me ask you some questions. And by the time they've asked questions, I get to decide for myself, should I, can I, will I, and do I do X, Y, and Z? One of the greatest teachers of our time, Jesus Christ, taught this lesson. I learned this lesson from him a long time ago. And sometimes a lot of us can be greater leaders because we're better students. And I remember Jesus would be asked questions all the time. And then he would turn around and ask his disciples, he would turn around and ask the crowd a question before he just answers them. Or a lot of his teachings was because someone asked him a question and then he responded. So you asked a question, how do I fulfill my dreams? I have 4 questions for you that will help you to answer that very question, okay? When we talk about dreams, in this case, we're talking about dreams, that picture, that quick internal picture that you get when you're sleeping or when you're awake. Maybe you may have a dream of seeing yourself fulfill and be successful and do something that you want to do in the future. You're like, man, I really want to do that. I feel the passion for that. Or you may have a daydream while you're awake and see a picture and a vision of yourself doing something and you want to run and chase after that. That's the dreams I'm talking about. That dream that you may be having over and over and over again, it's an internal snapshot of a picture that you really would like to achieve, let's run after that. But how do we do that? One, my question for you is it your dream or is it someone else's dream? And usually I find myself, and I don't know if this is you, but whenever I have dreams, it usually stems from something that I've been thinking about for some time. Maybe throughout that same day, I was thinking about it, throughout the week, throughout the month, and then I lay down and I see a snapshot, or sometimes it's an extended movie of what I've been thinking about. And then sometimes I have to tell myself, man, is that something that I'm supposed to be thinking about, or is it a thought that I have for someone else and I'm dreaming about it? So is it a dream that you have had, or is it a dream that someone told you about that's their dream for you? I know a lot of you may have heard about other people's dreams for you, like your parents. They may be the ones that say, oh, I dream of my child doing XYZ. I dream of my child being a lawyer. I dream of my child being the best sports player. I dream of my child, dot. And then you go about chasing the dream of your father or your mother that they have for you, versus chasing after your dream, chasing after your internal snapshot or your internal movie that actually was given to you. And is it your dream? You get to ask yourself, is it my dream or is it the dream of somebody else? That's the question that you get to sit and answer. The second question is it of priority now? And does it align with who you are in this season and your values? Does it align with who you are right now? And does it align with your values? That's a very, very good question to sit and think about. Is it a priority? Sometimes we may have so many dreams of so many things that we want to do, but it doesn't mean that they are urgent now. They may be very important because they are part of the vision, the greater vision that we want to see. Sometimes that dream may be important, but maybe it's not something that you're ready for now. You're not prepared for it now. You're not open for it now. And you may not even be open for it if that dream was to be fulfilled, the results that come from it. And I always want you to be ready and prepared for whatever it is that you are creating for yourself. So is it a priority? Meaning, is it important and is it urgent? And also, is it aligned with your values now? And I say now because there are times when our values change based on our growth. There are times when our values are adjusted based on the season of our life. However, whatever your value is for you, because your values may be different from my values, your beliefs may be different from my beliefs, make sure that whatever dream you are running after, whatever passion you are looking to pursue and to fulfill, make sure that it aligns with that value. And then you want to make sure that the values in the different areas of your life are aligned. So you're going to have values that are personal values for yourself. Then you are going to have values that your business may have. You may have values that your financial situation may have, but all of those values need to be aligned. And your personal values should not be completely disaligned from your business values. They don't have to be the same. I'm okay with them not being the same, but they should still fall in line and be aligned with each other. And in alignment, we're talking about them being able to still be able to function and exist at the same time, just following a good rhythm. You don't have to stop being business and doing business and stop being an individual for any of those to fall into place. They're gonna do exactly that. They just need to be able to flow. There's gonna be a harmony that happens in your personal life, in your business life, in your spiritual life, in your financial life, in your relationships. There should be an alignment, a harmonizing that you're finding. If some things are out of whack, I'm not talking about an imbalance, but if there are things that are out of whack and out of line, and you find yourself overwhelmed and disordered, it could be because there is something that is not aligned. And when you are going after and pushing after your dream, you want to say, is this dream going to fit into alignment with who I am and where I am right now in this season? Question number 3, what do you want to feel when you have accomplished and fulfilled this dream? Have you thought about what you want to feel? Do you want to feel impactful? Do you want to feel rewarded? Do you want to feel happy? Do you want to feel excited? Do you want to feel like you have served? Do you want to feel accomplished? How do you want to feel? Whatever that feeling is, have you thought about it? And it is important that you become completely aware within every cell of your body how you want to feel. Because once you know how you want to feel, then you're going to now know how you need to think and how you need to act. Because the three of those things are connected. Sometimes we feel a certain way because of how we think. Sometimes we feel a certain way because of how we act. Sometimes we act because of how we feel. Sometimes we think because of how we feel. You see how they're all connected? So when you are running after your dream, and when you're dreaming and you want to fulfill that dream, have you thought about how you want to feel once that dream is fulfilled? And then it's going to be that feeling that you're running after. Do you want to feel judged? If you don't want to feel judged, then it's going to determine what you think and how you act, how you behave, how you respond. If you want to feel happy and you want to feel content and satisfied, then you're going to run after freedom. And you're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that the life you are creating, the dream that you are running after, is going to give you freedom. Do you want to feel accomplished? Do you want to feel like someone who has changed the world? Then you're going to make sure that the legacy that you're building by running after this dream and this passion is going to give you that feeling. Again, have you considered how you want to feel? I want you to literally be clear on how you want to feel, because that again is going to determine what? How you think, and what? How you act. Lastly, the next question is, what step can you take to move toward the feeling that you want if you fulfill this dream? You see why there's a reason for you to know how you want to feel? Because when you know how you want to feel, it's going to determine your very next step and every step after that. So my question is, do you know what steps you want to take to move forward? Meaning, have you planned and have you prepared? Or are you planning and are you preparing for the steps that's needed for you to get the feeling that you want when you fulfill this dream that you've been having forever? Once you can answer these questions, then you are well on your way to now figuring out, how do I fulfill my dream, or how do I fulfill my dreams? Question number one, let's repeat. Is it your dream or is it someone else's? You want to make sure you weigh the two. The last thing you want to be doing in this life is living somebody else's dream for you or living somebody else's life. Make sure it's your life you're living. Make sure it's your dream you're running after. Make sure it's your purpose and passion that you're pursuing. Question number two, is it of priority now? And is it aligned with who you are now in this season? So let's go over the questions again. Question number one, is it your dream or is it someone else's dream? I would hate for you to be living someone else's dream for you. I would even hate for you to be living somebody else's life. It should be your life that you're running after, your dream that you're pushing after, your purpose and passion that you're pursuing. Don't let it be somebody else's. Focus on you and yours. Number two, is it of priority now? And is it a dream that is completely aligned with your values and who you are in this season? Number three, what do you want to feel if you fulfill this dream? How do you want to feel if you fulfill this dream? Give the emotion and the feeling its name, and then run after that. Because the feeling, like I said, is going to determine how you think and how you act. And lastly, number four, what steps can you take to move toward fulfilling that dream and feeling that feeling you want to feel if that dream is fulfilled? Are you in planning mode and are you in preparation mode? That is what is going to help you to figure out how should I, how can I, and how will I fulfill my dreams? Again, here's another episode where I hope that everything I have said has helped encourage, inspire, and motivate you to be the person that you want to be in order to fulfill your dreams, and hopefully transform your life and the life of those that you serve. Until next time, see you soon. Are you ready? After just listening to that, are you ready? I know you're ready. So if you want to now get up and go and start acting and putting forth what it is that you want the world to know and that you want to serve, now is the time and you are well equipped. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you comment below. I enjoy reading your comments. Go ahead and make your mark in the world because you are great.